Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. Starfield, which is Bethesda's brand new Skyrim in space game, as it's known. It had its initial release to people who pre-ordered the game on the 1st of September, I think. Might have been a day or two after that, I'm not sure. But yeah, it had its public release on the 6th of September, and I have been quite excited to try it, but I didn't want to jump into the game straight away. Well, mainly I didn't have the money to buy it, but I also didn't want to jump into the game straight away because the game is, well, it's a Bethesda game, so it was bound to be riddled with bugs, performance issues. It was bound to be needing plenty of patches and optimizations and stuff like that. Because, yeah, Bethesda, from what I've heard of the game, it does seem pretty decent, performance issues and bugs aside. So, yeah, I downloaded it on Game Pass and decided to give it a go myself. But yeah, the gameplay you just saw there was with the high settings, which I initially tried, and performance was okay, but not great. Definitely not as smooth as I would like the performance to be. So I decided for now at least to turn the settings down to the medium preset. The render resolution does default to 50% there, with dynamic res on and upscaling on as well, but I've turned those off just to see what it performs like at native res. And other than sort of details in the distance, like that pirate I'm shooting at just now, and a little bit beyond that, which does appear to be a bit like it looks a bit blurry out there. But yeah, I'll tweak the settings a little when I start to actually properly play it myself. It's a little bit on from the start of the game, that battle, but yeah, I did find it quite fun and it was a good introduction to the game. The space combat I found to be quite fun as well. This is from part of the game where you're first being taught how to fly the ship. It definitely felt quite rewarding when I managed to destroy my first pirate ship. My most recent experience of things like this is in Elite Dangerous, and that was really, really hard to get the hang of. Anyone who's played Elite Dangerous knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was easy enough, fairly easy to get the hang of flying these ships and the space combat. A bit confusing at first because there is a lot of information to take in with like the HUD elements and what buttons to press, but it doesn't take that long to get the hang of that. And once you have, it does become a lot more fun and isn't particularly frustrating to do at all. This is again with the medium preset as well, which I'm probably going to stick with. I'm going to tweak the settings a little for when I start playing it properly, as I was saying, because I definitely want to try sort out that kind of distant blurriness I saw in the battle on the ground. But yeah, I was also quite happy to see the performance on the ground here out in the open is actually pretty decent as well. Just having a little explore around before I go into the sort of abandoned facility I'm at just now. This is quite early on in the game, so you're not getting any spoilers here or anything at all. But yeah, small explore, and then I think we're going inside to fight some more pirates. I knew from watching videos, other videos of Starfield online, that the performance indoors is actually quite acceptable, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here. Even when there's combat going on, like the pirates I was just killing there, it's like we're getting the 100 FPS there. I'm also quite happy to see that we're not really getting any kind of stuttering or hitches or anything like that. I can see from the overlay, the performance overlay I've got in the top left corner, that frame times, they're not completely consistent or the most consistent, but they're not terrible and definitely not inconsistent enough to the point where I'm actually noticing anything. Overall, the gameplay actually seems quite smooth so far. Let's see if I can find some more pirates to fight. Probably one up these stairs here. Ah, there we go. Oh yeah, I didn't want to go any further in the game, just in case there was any spoilers, because a lot of people watching this probably haven't played the game yet and just want to see how it's going to perform on their 3060 Ti. But yeah, my overall impressions of the game so far are pretty decent. I can definitely see myself spending a lot of time in this. Whether or not it's going to be successful as Skyrim was, that obviously remains to be seen. And I don't think it should be compared to Skyrim. Yeah, it technically is. It basically is Skyrim in space, but don't judge it based on what you thought of Skyrim, because then you're only going to be disappointed because only Skyrim can be Skyrim. But yeah, I think I'm kind of digressing a bit there. But yeah, I just wanted to give you my first impressions on Starfield and the game itself and how it runs on my personal PC. The specs of which again I'll put in the description down below. But yeah, overall I am impressed so far, and I'm definitely hoping they bring patches to improve the performance. Because I definitely would like to be able to run and think I should be able to run higher settings than the medium preset on a 3060 Ti, which I know is kind of lower mid range ish, but it is still a pretty powerful card relatively. So I would like to still be able to run more, hit higher settings on that. So hopefully Bethesda are able to get out some patches pretty quickly. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video.